Hi, welcome and welcome back if you've been watching. Derek and I are very, very excited. This is our episode number 50. Lordy, lordy, we passed 40. Number 50, half of 100. And we just are very excited that we've made it this far. I didn't really know that I would make it this far when I first started the channel and the Facebook page. But this is really cool. We're having a great time. We just want to say hello to everybody from the southern tier here of New York State, home of the Real American Cougar and Lost Recording Studio. Share some of these videos. If you think you have a friend that could use one of these talks and it could help them in some way, or you find it interesting and you want to share it with someone, share some of the videos and get some subscribers going. We're up to about almost 700. That's pretty good. I'd like to knock out a few more subscribers. Hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. Leave some comments. Today I'm going to talk about sometimes when you're older, we talked about how it's hard to find someone to date or a single person when you're older. And sometimes it's because a lot of men are committed. They've been married to their wives for many years. They have children, grandchildren. Some women are widowed. So there's that. And our options are limited. Dating. I get a lot of people that get a hold of me and they want to know how they can meet a cougar, how they can meet a woman, their age, how they can just meet someone that they can have a loving relationship with. And I don't know what to say to them because I'm not really a dating site. So, I let them know that I'm not really a dating site, but maybe some of the videos will help them in their search for somebody. So with limited options, I have to admit that I myself fell into the abyss of online dating. Every time, if you're out somewhere and you see a couple and they look happy and all this, and you say, "Oh, great, how'd you meet?" And they say, "Online." And everybody goes, "Oh," there's groans and eye rolls everywhere. But it does work for some people. So there's quite a few different ones online. If you could Google a bunch of them. You can even Google if you want older men, younger men. There's a site for hippie men. There's a site if you're looking for even women. You can look for women. If you have a foot fetish. If you have different things that you like to do that are different from somebody else. If you want an open relationship, there's all kinds. There's the one that the married men could have an affair. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. That caused quite a stir. It was the name of a woman's name. But, there's so many out there. Just so many that you can pick from. And I've tried a few of them, I have to admit. And I have tried, these are the ones I've tried. I tried Match.com. This was quite a while back. eHarmony.com. Plenty of Fish. Our Time, that's a senior dating site for people 50 and over, I believe. And I tried the Facebook dating site because Facebook is free, And I tried some of these other sites and they weren't really worth paying money for. I didn't get a lot of satisfaction. I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you about my experiences with online dating. But I tried the Facebook dating site mainly because it was free. So I felt like I wasn't going to lose anything. One thing I found on Match and eHarmony, I ended up calling them up and canceling my subscription and getting my money back because every person they matched me with lived in Ohio, New Mexico. I didn't know there were so many single men from Toronto. What is the problem up there in Toronto? There's so many single men. So I called them up and I'm like, look, I haven't even used this site. I don't get people who are close to my area. I'd rather just, take my trial and go. So I got my money back from them. I went on the Our Time site. I heard from a few people. I saw some people that I knew were already with other people, but they had a profile on there. I didn't say anything, but just saying. And I met a guy on there. He was an older guy, a few years older than me. He seemed like a pretty good guy, educated, retired from the Navy, sounded like a pretty good person to get to know, till I found out that he was still married. So that didn't work out very well, because I really don't want to date somebody who's already married. And then I went on to Plenty of Fish. And one thing I wasn't allowed to do is I was growing up and learning how to date and learning, social skills and things like that. The two things I could not do, according to my parents, there were two things, especially my mother, that I could not do, and that was date outside of my race or date a Catholic man. So those were the two requirements when I was growing up that I could not do in dating. So I was on Plenty of Fish, and I was looking around, and I saw a very attractive black man, and I thought, he looks pretty attractive. And he was about my age, and I thought, well, I'll talk to him and message him. He messaged me, so I messaged him back, and we talked back and forth. And then he talked about, I didn't call him on the phone, I didn't video chat him, nothing. He wanted me to meet him in Buffalo, and I said, well, I really don't think I can. And he's like, well, why not? We'll get together in Buffalo, and I'll meet you there. And I said, no, I don't know my way around Buffalo very well. I really don't know you very well, and I don't feel right about driving to a city alone to meet somebody that I don't know. And all of a sudden, he blew up on me. The text messages I got, I was nothing but a racist bitch. It's because he was black. It was, I shut that one down right away. I don't think that way. I was willing to go out on a date with him. So I shut that down. Sometimes there are reactions you get from people. The one guy got mad at me because he works in my field, the same field that I work at, and he got mad at me because I am at a higher position or rank than he is. I have more education than he did. And he said, there I go, throwing everything up. All I did was tell him what I did. There you go, throwing everything up. That's how they do. That's how these people do, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, we'll see you not later, not never. You got to be careful. Some people think that just because they messaged you that you already have a relationship. I don't go for that at all. I need to take my time, and I need to talk to somebody and get to know somebody. After a while going on these online dating sites, I felt like I was just sifting through everybody else's exes. Some people meet online and they have success, and they get married, and it works out great. And if that has happened, I'm very happy for you. But I just felt like I was sifting through, the bottom of the barrel. If you want to try online dating, you can try it. I'd choose a free site. I would do a free site. You got nothing to lose. You're not paying for it. Don't be surprised if you don't hear back. If you wink at somebody, there's a thing that you send them a wink right away, because I found out now, as I was kind of reading up on different kinds of sites and stuff, that I found out that I'm losing my train of thought, guys. Let me get a drink of coffee. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to that. We'll try it for free. Don't be surprised. Oh, that's what it is. They have now rules, online dating rules. You can Google them. Rules about how long you should wait after a wink to wink back. When you should message the person. When's the best time to message the person? How long you should wait to message them back. How long you should talk to them on the site before you decide to video chat them or call them. So there's all kinds of online dating etiquette these days that I really wasn't aware of when I tried it. So I don't know, if you want to look into that, you can look into that. Also, people may not be who they say, and that's a given. But then, in two, you meet some people in real life, and you may know them for years, and they're not who they say. You'll find out that they're somebody totally different than they led you to believe they were. And that is a bad thing about online dating. You don't really know who you're getting in touch with. Especially people that all of a sudden they got this gorgeous picture, and they're calling you honey right away and sweetie right away, and they love you right away, and then they ask for money and gift cards and Steam cards. So that's a no. Anyone who asks for money, forget it. That's a no. I would suggest that instead of messaging all the time, and I think that's one thing that might happen between me and the gentleman from Buffalo, is that when you're texting all the time and you're not talking, so many things can become confusing and be taken out of context and be misconstrued. I don't like texting for that reason. I would rather talk to someone, talk to them on the phone. I feel like, FaceTiming someone is pretty safe. You can usually tell if somebody is trying to make up a FaceTime because it won't look right, video. But I think that FaceTiming, video chatting, even talking on the phone, sometimes people can hide their identity a little bit on the phone. But I would think that you would need to talk to someone for quite some time to decide even whether you're going to go out for a while. I had one guy that called me. He wanted a video chat. So I said, okay, video chat. It was very, very dark. It was very, very noisy. I heard automatic weapon fire in the background, and this guy was supposedly over in somewhere around Saudi Arabia, and he was supposed to be this big doctor people, but he had to go out on the raids with the people, which I don't understand that. I guess maybe you have to give emergency care to people, but I thought they had medics to do that. And he was calling me because this was the only time he had to call me, and do I really believe that somebody is calling me from the battlefield in Saudi Arabia? No, I don't. I really don't. End of that one. So it's interesting, the things that you will find and the things that people will tell you, but some people do have success. So I can't put down online dating. It is a way to maybe, find somebody if you're looking. If you don't have many options around your area, online dating could help you out. It works for some people, so I'm not going to put it down. If you have thoughts on online dating, if you've tried it, if you want to leave me a comment about it or message me on the Facebook page, feel free to give me a message. Appreciate all the messages that we have. One thing I do need to say about the messages on the Facebook page is I get a lot of messages from people who are looking for cougars. There's also a cougar dating site, by the way. Only women who are looking to meet people, older women, mature women. There is a site or two, so you can check that out. But people will get a hold of me and they'll say, well, can you hook me up? How do I find it? Where's this woman? Let me talk to somebody. Can I chat with somebody? Really, the Facebook page and this channel, it's not a dating site. And I tell people, I'm sorry, it's not a dating site. It's in support of older, mature women and people who are still trying to make their best life and maybe find love along the way. So most of the people are pretty good with that. They'll either like the page and keep watching. Sometimes they'll watch some of the videos. So it's not a dating site. Sorry, guys. But I think that we've got some interesting conversation that you can share with other people. And let me know how you feel about the online dating idea. Let me know if you've already tried it. I'd like to hear some interesting stories from you because I always tell you mine. Take it easy, guys. Be careful out there. Peace out.